I'm using the potentiometer and setting parameters within the Arduino program to set a limit for when this LED will turn on. So currently I have when the value of the potentiometer is above 300, the LED will turn on. And we do this by having the signal here going into analog 0. Analog 0 communicates with pin 3. So we have analog 0 as an input and pin 3 as an output. Pin 3 going over here to this resistor, which then goes to the LED to activate it. For this next exercise, we're using the VEX line tracker, and we can actually use the same electrical circuit since the line tracker is also analog. So same analog input, and then we have the digital output again. And the real difference is actually going to be within our Arduino code, because we're going to be using if statements to help differ between the colors that the line tracker is seeing. We're also going to be using the serial print line statements so that we can have our statements within the serial monitor go along with the values that the line tracker is reading. So we get different values for different colors, obviously. There's black, white, and then there's different values for any different shades of other colors. So we set parameters within our if statements, and then we can have within the serial monitor tell which color it's going to be, because our print line statements are going to be going along with our if statements. So in this exercise, we're using 3 push buttons and 3 different LEDs, and the idea is to send power to the board here and then send individual power to each push button. And then on the other end of that push button is going to be a signal wire that's going into the analog bar over here, so that the signal from the button being pushed can be interpreted by the code and then communicated to the LEDs in different ways. So we have analog signals from the push buttons physically going into the analog bar over here. The code will interpret this and then follow instruction and send the signal out to our digital output pins over here, which in turn goes to our LEDs, and then the circuit is closed off with our 220 ohm resistors that are going to ground. So we have in instruction would be the first push button activating the first LED, the second push button activating the second LED, both pushed at the same time, turns this third LED on, and then this last one would be programmed to be a kill switch for all LEDs. And we would do this by using analog reads and then digital writes to turn on our outputs. For this exercise, we'll be using an LDR and an LED, where the LDR is going to be the means by which we operate this LED. We're going to be doing so by sending the 5 volts of power directly to the LDR, and then from the LDR, we're going to use a 10K ohm resistor and a signal wire to go into the analog strip over here. We're at pin 0 for the LDR, and then we'll use the Arduino to communicate back to this LED using the digital output pin 9. We'll do this by using the analog read command and then the digital write command to make this LED high. We'll be using if statements, so we can say if the LDR is receiving no light at all, then this LED will turn on, or vice versa.